What's up everyone, and welcome to a Realm Showcase video. In this video, I'm going to be showcasing all of the builds that I built in the CraftTime SMP realm. And since this realm no longer exists, stay tuned till the end of the video where I'll be talking a little bit about the projects I've started since then. I've been focusing more on solo projects, like building a custom map, as well as building dungeons and things like that in preparation for a survival adventure world. My idea is a basic survival multiplayer, but with adventure aspects like dungeons, classes, and quests. But my goal and hope is to have it done by the time I get monetized so that I can host it for all of my fans to come play on. But we'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. For now, let's check out what all I've done in the CraftTime SMP hosted by Wiggy. My play in this realm started as it normally does, with me speedrunning the end to get some basic gear. And then following that, as always, I built an iron farm villager trader so that I can get experience in food and extra gear and enchantments and all that other good stuff. I always use leaves as the floor of my village traders. Just in case you trigger a raid, they will prevent mobs from spawning inside and killing your villagers. But if Mojang has their way, this won't matter because village traders will cease to exist. But that's a complaint for another video. Right outside my iron farm, I have an automated sniffer farm that I did a tutorial for. I really loved the torch flowers and the pitcher pods. They're really beautiful, so I wanted to plant them all over the world. So I built an automated collection system for the sniffers to pick up the seeds, just a minecart collection system on a 5-minute timer to prevent lag, and then send that down to my storage. And then back over here, we have my chest room. I try to keep my storage a little bit smaller just to cut down on lag and stuff like that. I usually fill up shulkers and put those in the chest just to save space. But we also have a piston door that keeps my chest room hidden, and to open or close it from the outside, you simply break this redstone torch. I'm a big fan of hidden doors. I love the interactability of them. But I also love how these walls turned out. Look how beautiful these are. At least in my opinion, I did a really good job on these walls. I really like that pattern. But then over here, we have all of my basic farms so that I can trade, tons of pumpkins and melons to the villagers and get all the paper and sugar cane. I really tried to play with texturing this time. I used to not texture quite as much, but in this one, I just really tried to texture, like crazy. But then up here, this was the first room that I lived in. We have my basic furnace with my basic lava collection and basic nether wart. I think the decorations turned out really nice. I really like how Skulk looks with stuff. Then down here, we have a basic mob farm that uses fall damage to passively gain gunpowder and things like that. Then down here, we have my green room, or my magenta room, for taking screenshots of my character to use as thumbnails. Then going farther underground, we have more of my farm area. We have cactus and cocoa beans and a bunch of nether wart. I was building a lot out of the red nether bricks, so I needed a bunch of nether wart. I also built a dripstone farm. I was planning on building a dragon with the dripstone and the copper, but sadly, this realm only lasted for a couple months of me playing in it, so I wasn't really able to do so. One of the last things I did was start clearing out this area though, to connect all of the different levels of my base together, and also give me some good room to actually decorate. I was really excited to decorate that big room, build some statues and other cool things like that, but the realm only lasted for 2 months of me playing, so it is what it is. Down here in our final level, we have a copper oxidation room. I wanted to build a giant dragon out of copper on top of my activity castle. But that's pretty much it for my base area. So now let's go back and check out the nether, and then go check out my activity castle and shopping district and all that other good stuff. My nether tunnel turned out pretty nice, I think. I didn't do all that much to it, just kind of some basic stuff so that it looks okay, but it keeps me safe, so that's all that's really important. I also built all of the nether highways. It's just a pretty standard design with an ice boat path in the middle, and then an ice jump glitch, and then a soul sand path that you can run down. 4 different colors going off in 4 different directions so that people can branch their tunnels off of the highways. I didn't decorate the main nether hub all that much, I just kind of got it there and made the highways connect to it, but I also built a gold farm in the nether. I am not a fan of portal ticking. They actually add pending ticks to your world, which will eventually corrupt your world unless you use programs to delete them. So instead, I built a nether-based gold farm, like you would see in Java or like you would see in worlds that don't have fire spread turned on. It did take me quite a while to find a suitable lava lake that wasn't near spawn. I didn't want people to accidentally blow it up with gas, and I didn't want it to cause any lag issues or anything else like that, so I tried to build it really far away. But here we have my basic piglin trader. As the pig throws me stuff, I throw it in those chests to be sorted down into this storage room. Pretty basic stuff. And then down here is where I started bridging out over the lava lakes just to build the gold farm, and this was terrifying to do. Like, building over lava lakes is utterly terrifying, but I would just like to say that I never died in this realm at all. The only time that I died was when I was in the end and I wanted to get back to the overworld. So I would just jump into the void, so it teleports me back. But other than that, I never died. A ghast got me down to 1/2 of a heart while I was building this one time. But, you can actually use potions of invisibility. And if you use the potions without having any armor on, ghasts basically just ignore you. But I turned around and the ghast surprised me. He was right next to me like I was inside of him. And I accidentally punched. And so then he started targeting me, and he almost killed me. But down here, we have a sorting system to sort out the rotten flesh and the golden swords. The golden swords go into that blast furnace to get smelted. You should always smelt the swords from your gold farms. That's like 30% of your gold farm output is in the form of golden swords. But down here, we have a basic lava collection system to use as fuel for our blast furnace. Before dripstone made lava farmable in the overworld, I used to always build like a portal next to a lava lake and then start digging into it with buckets. So it's a little nostalgic for me, because I haven't made a lava lake collection system in a long time, basically since they added dripstone into the game. So it kind of reminds me of how I used to play Minecraft. But up here we have my AFK room, where I leave a looting 3 sword just in case I forget to bring mine. But now let's head back to the shopping district and main spawn. So here I have my archery minigame. I tutorialed this out a long time ago, but it was one of the first things I built in this realm. I really tried to focus on building games and activities, just trying to get people more involved and give them something to do. So if this looks fun, just know that you can follow my tutorial and build this in your own realm. I actually followed my own tutorial to rebuild this time. Just know that my audio was kind of bad back then. Like I was really nervous, so don't hold that against me. I was a little slow and kind of sarcastic sounding, but it was just because I was new and nervous. I like to think that I have improved greatly. But next up, we have my shop. I didn't sell anything specific, I just kind of sold whatever I had extra of at any given time. I worked a lot on terraforming as well. I built all the pathways and things like that. I really liked how this terraforming turned out around my shop. Inside, we have not as much decoration as there should be. We did have the mod, the Foxy No-Tails Mob Heads add-on, but unfortunately at some point it got deleted, so we lost all the mob heads. Back here, we had my little hidden area that I usually leave open on accident, but it just kind of kept my stock rollover or stuff that I might need around spawn. I liked how I hid the lever next to that skull. But yeah, like I was trying to collect all the pots. I wanted to get every type of pot. There were a lot more mob head decorations in here. Like I had all the wither skulls from fighting the wither. Down here, we have all of the piglin trading stuff that I sold. I sold all the piglin trades. But then just outside of my shop, we have a froggy pond. I didn't actually fill in the pond or anything. Someone else did that. But I went in and decorated it with all the cattails and the lily pads and the drip leaves. And I went in and recovered the bottom with mud to make it look a little bit better. And I built a froggy. He is just so cute. I actually tutorialed this out if you're ever interested in that. And I built all the pathways and roads around spawn. So if you like these pathways, I also have a video on pathway designing tips and tricks. So you can check that out if it tickles your fancy. But over here, we have my activity castle. Or what was going to be my game hub, where I had a bunch of different games and mini games for people to play. I wanted to build the giant copper dragon on top of this building right here, but I built this bridge right after I started, which is why I used nether brick and red nether brick. It's really cheap and easy to obtain. I normally don't really build with nether brick too much, but that's what I used this time, so I just kind of rolled with it. I think it was turning out pretty cool. I really like how the interior was turning out. I'm really sad that I never really got to finish this. What I did get finished, though, is a big drip leaf spleef area. I could always tutorial this out if you ever want me to, so let me know in the comments if you would like to see that. But basically, it's just a room full of drip leaves with a snowball machine on top. I did tutorial this out. How to get all the infinite snowballs, but you use the snowballs to throw at each player so that you can try to knock each other down under the drip leaves. You will all drop in at the same time, and then you just run around throwing snowballs at each other until there's only one remaining. Spleef is a whole lot of fun. It's one of my favorite games, whether it's Drip Leaf or another variation of it. But what I like even better is chess. Chess is a whole lot of fun. I've always really loved chess, and I love chess in Minecraft. It's really easy to make the banner patterns for chess, and then you just need the item frames. and it plays really, really well. I got to play this a few times, and it's really smooth playing. For this specific arena, I built these little platforms that the players can look at and see the whole board, and then a little top section where the audience can watch the games unfold. I also tutorialed all of this out, how to make the chess banner patterns and all of that stuff, which I will also link in the video description and in a card right here. I also built, or was going to build, a poker area for playing cards. I was going to build my playing card shuffler, and then the whole deck of playing cards for poker or blackjack or go fish or whatever you want to play. And as with most of the things that I've shown you today, if you want to build them in your own world, I have tutorials on how to do that. And if you can't find a tutorial for something that you're looking for, simply ask me in the comments. I do take requests. I will do my best to try to fulfill whatever you need or whatever you want. I do really, really like how this bridge turned out, though. It turned out really, really nice. I'm really liking this style of bridge making. But lastly, we have Spawn. I built a lot of the main parts of Spawn, mainly like the pickaxe fountain and the nether sword area to tell you where the nether is. With the little baby ghast. Look how cute they are. They're my favorite. I love the little baby ghast. I just really fell in love with them. I'm gonna have to build them like all over the place. And then of course all the pathways and stuff. I really liked how some of the broken pathways turned out. And then this building is City Hall, or at least it was going to be. I didn't quite get the roof or some of the exterior details done, but I got most of the interior done. I really like how it turned out. Rarely do I actually get to finish a build, and this one was almost done. So like that, I really like how it turned out. You had a basic message board with like the rules, some free chests for new players. It was mainly supposed to be like a communal hub. I was going to have the mailboxes here so that when you came and checked your mailbox, you could also check the message boards to see what new events there are or what upcoming events there are. And also for new players to check out the rules and get some free gear. And then I made a sun room on one side and I mirrored a moon room on the other side. I thought that was a nice aesthetic choice. But I really like how the interior turned out, especially these large rooms. They just look really, really nice, I think. I think I did like a really good job. This is one of the coolest things that I've ever built. And so I really like it, and I hope you like it too. If you do like this video, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think or what you would like to see in the future. Really quick though, before we start talking about my solo projects that I'm doing now, I'll show you the mailbox area really quick actually, because I forgot to do that. But, so this is going to be where the mailboxes were. So if you wanted to leave all the players a gift, it was really easy to do that. Or if you wanted to talk to each other on Discord, and like buy or sell something, but y'all are in different time zones, this kind of just gave you a centralized place to do that. Mailboxes are always a really good idea to have in a world. But before we end this video, let's talk a little bit about my solo projects and how they might affect you. After I get this world painted and designed and kind of set up with all the quest and adventure-y stuff, I would like to open it up to anyone who wants to play. So in preparation for that, I have been trying to set up a Discord, which I will link in the video description below. This will make it easy to stay up to date on my progress and anything else that you would like to do. If you want to share your builds or ask me redstone questions or look for players or look for servers, whatever you want to do, it's just a group for Minecraft. So join the Discord and talk to me there. I'm really excited to keep powering through this project. It'll be really cool, at least in my opinion, I think, whenever it's done. There's still a ton of stuff that I need to do, like design Spawn and design the main shopping district hub with like NPC shops and quest stores and other things like that. And also most of it's going to be just a normal world. This is just a volcano biome that I've been working on. I've been using World Painter to paint this in, and I think it's turning out really cool. This is definitely by far going to be the most vanilla removed area. But I think that this should basically be in the base game. They should have a volcano area. Like, that's super cool. But I do believe that about wraps it up. If you're one of my subscribers coming back to watch yet another video, thank you so, so, so much. It is because of you that I can start thinking about making projects like this. Once I get monetized, I would love to give back. Host worlds, host realms, do giveaways and all that other stuff. And I'm getting closer and closer each day, and it's all thanks to you. So thank you so, so, so much. And even if you're not a subscriber, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'm really glad that you were here. Consider subscribing for more redstone tutorials, redstone minigames, farm videos, build tutorials, and more. The more that you watch and the more you subscribe, the closer we will get to be able to play together. Once I can get this project done and once I can actually pay for it, we can all meet up there and have a whole lot of fun. And if you want to help me out even further, maybe while you play Minecraft, you can play my videos. The watch time, it could really be boosted a little bit. So if you would like to listen to me in the background while you play Minecraft, that would be awesome. But until next time, I've been your host, OmLedu, hopefully teaching you a cool build trick or two. And reminding you, as always, don't forget to have fun. Bye-bye.